I'm gonna be honest with you guys, man. This is what Spirit is telling me. This is our season of reward. This is our season of redemption. This is our season of comebacks, recoveries, and rewards for staying dependent on Him. This is our season of recovering whatever you thought you lost and coming back even stronger, coming back even better, coming back even brighter, coming back even more successful than you ever thought you could be. And it all because you held your faith and you didn't abandon it, you didn't doubt it, you didn't question it, you did what you were told, and you stayed dedicated. No matter how much the process tried to push you off, throw you off, make you feel down, make you feel abandonment, make you feel bad, they tried to do everything they could to get you to abandon the way, but you didn't abandon the way because you saw the truth and you saw the faith and you saw the dedication. You saw the vision when nobody else saw the vision. You saw the dedication when nobody else saw the dedication. You knew what it was. You knew what the path was meant. You knew you were meant to do something different, but you didn't know what. But you stayed true to what you felt because you knew what you felt was deeper than what anybody else felt, and you knew didn't nobody else see your plan or didn't nobody else see your vision of what you had for your life but you. And most people probably tried to deter you and tell you that what you were doing wasn't the right thing, but you stayed dedicated. You stayed with it, you stayed after it, and you stayed on it. And now this is your time for your rewards. This is your time for your recovery. This is your time for your get back. This is your time. This is basically your season, our season. The season of get back, the season of recovery, the season of takeoff, the season of blessings, the season of ultimately being rewarded for your reliability, dependability, and loyalty. This is the season where we always were meant to have. And this is the season where the dedication pays off. This is the season where the faith pays off. This is the season where the reliability pays off. For all the dependable people who always held on, always did the right thing, always made the hard but right choice, didn't get scammed, didn't get pulled off by the devil's tricks, didn't get pulled down by the devil's tricks, didn't get annoyed by the devil's tricks. Although they tried to break you, they tried to intimidate you, they tried to shake your faith, you didn't abandon it. And you stayed true to what you believe. This is your season to get your reward. This is our season to get our just due. This is our season to make our comeback. This is our season to make our recovery. This is our season to get everything that we're owed for being the dependable, reliable people that He knows He can count on. And I just want y'all to know that it's going to be worth it. You're going to see 10 times what you ever thought you would see in faith and in life. All because you held to your faith and you didn't abandon it and you didn't quit. Because I know so many times you had a chance to, so many times you may have thought about it, so many times you may have wanted to abandon it, but you didn't. Because you knew deep down in your heart and deep down in your soul that God had a plan for you and God had a purpose for your life. Even though you didn't know quite what it was right away, you held to it and you stayed in that belief. And now God is going to reward you. God is going to bless you. God is going to bring greatness into your life. It starts little bit by little bit, just like with me. But you're going to amount to something that you never imagined you could because you stuck to your faith, because you stuck to God, and because you kept faith first. And I just want to see us all amount to it and reach everything we're supposed to reach and continue to be that voice for God, continue to be that role model for God, continue to be that success story for God, continue to let God use us to speak through and be that example, be that role model, be that person, and continue to grow in God's responsibility and God's divine order, and just continue to take care of the responsibilities as the spiritual leaders that we are meant to grow into and continue to grow into the spiritual successes that we're meant to grow into, and just continue to be the spiritual voice and spiritual leaders of this generation, in my opinion. So if you've been holding on, been doing the right thing, been avoiding all that negative stuff the way you're supposed to, this is our season. That's what this video is meant to tell you. This is our season of getting back, resting, recovering, and re-emerging as the most powerful versions of ourselves that's ever been, and the most confident, the most successful, the most happy, the most elegant, the best version of you that's ever been, times a million. For those of us that's been waiting, constantly doing the right thing, constantly making the right choices, this is our time. And that's all I want to say. So continue to hold on and continue to do the right thing. And let's watch the blessings continue to roll in together. You already seen where mine is started. And this is just the beginning for me, so I know it's just the beginning for you. And I'm just curious to see where we go from here. What roles are we going to get as a collective? What roles are we going to get as a unit? What roles are we going to get as a family? How are we going to grow, develop, and change as life goes on? That's what I'm curious to see. I want to see what I look like married. I want to see what we look like as older, like 10, 20, 30 years from now, as success stories in our own way, when we have to teach our kids and grandkids about it and be our success stories and teach our grandkids how they were able to come into this life of success. I want to teach them about the sacrifices and the time we had to spend to put them in the position that they are today, and why they should be so grateful for everything we had to go through, and teach them to always be humble, always be grateful, always be always be thankful for what they have, and never be ungrateful, because God could easily take it away if you don't get it for the right reasons with the right purpose. That's what I want to make sure I teach my kids and grandkids when it comes to our success. Because I had to go through, I had to put myself through a lot, and God had to put me through a lot for me to get here. So I just want y'all to always know not to take it for granted. That's the message I want to send now, and that's the message I want to send to my future kids, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, though, and that's the message Spirit put on my heart today. So I hope you guys can take it, use it, and it benefits for everything and whoever needs it. But this is our time. Your time is no longer coming. It's here, and you're going to start to see results immediately. That I can promise you, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, though.